It's a great pleasure. It's a great pleasure. It's a great pleasure to have all of you here today.
Well, hi there. Welcome to Naked Bible Study with Jerry Kite. Today's message is why comfort is slowly killing your purpose. Nobody wants to hear this, but comfort might be the very thing keeping you from the life God created you to live. Not sin, not failure, not even the devil, just comfort. I've seen this so many times in people's lives. And the scary part is it feels good, it feels safe, it even feels right. But what if comfort is actually slowly killing your purpose? Like stealing your dream, right? Let's start with this truth. God never called you to a life of comfort. He called you to a life of purpose. In Luke 9:23, Jesus says, whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross daily and follow me. That doesn't sound comfortable. Deny yourself, carry a cross daily. That's the opposite of what our culture teaches. Today, everything is about ease. Stay comfortable, avoid stress, protect your peace at all costs. But Jesus says, die to yourself. Comfort keeps you stuck. Comfort convinces you that where you are is good enough. How many people you know are stuck in a really dead-end, worthless job? Right there. Comfort convinces you that where you are is good enough. You stop growing. You stop stepping out. You stop trusting God at a deeper level. But look at Romans 12:2. Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Transformation doesn't happen in comfort zones. It happens in stretching seasons, in uncomfortable obedience. If everything in your life feels easy, you might not be moving forward. Comfort replaces calling. Over time, comfort becomes an idol. You start choosing what feels good over what God said. God says forgive, but that's uncomfortable. God says step out in faith, but that feels risky. God says speak the truth, but that might cost you friendships. If it does, were they really friends? You might want to ask yourself that. So instead, we stay quiet, we stay safe, we stay comfortable. But in Exodus 23, God says, you shall have no other God before me. Let me repeat that. For the Muslims of the world, the Buddhists, and all these other religions, Exodus 23, God says, you shall have no other gods before me. Even comfort can become a god when you obey it instead of God. Purpose requires pressure. Here's something most people don't realize. Your purpose is on the other side of discomfort. Just like reaching your goal usually, or reaching your dream, is usually just past a lot of work, a lot of effort. Think about it. Moses had to confront Pharaoh. David had to face Goliath. Esther had to risk her own life. The disciples lost everything. None of that was comfortable. And Jesus himself in Matthew 26:39 prayed, my Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me, yet not as I will, but as you will. Even Jesus felt the weight of discomfort, but he chose purpose over comfort. Comfort feels safe, but it's costly. Comfort won't ruin your life overnight, but it slowly drains you of your calling. You know, the most negative, person you'll ever meet is somebody who's lost their dream, and they've lost it usually because they got comfortable and they weren't pursuing. It whispers, you can do it later. Stay where it's easy. Don't take that risk. But delayed obedience is still disobedience. And over time, you wake up feeling stuck, unfulfilled, and wondering, why do I feel like I'm meant for more? Because you are. I want you to reflect on this. Ask yourself honestly, where have I chosen comfort over obedience? What is God asking me to do that I've been avoiding? What step of faith have I been delaying? Because your breakthrough isn't in what's easy, it's in what requires faith. You have to have faith. So I leave you with this encouragement. God is not trying to make your life harder. He's trying to make your life meaningful. And purpose will always cost you comfort. You know, it's not easy to make a bunch of videos all the time. Some people might think it looks like a piece of cake, but it's a lot of work. There's other things too that are a lot of work. And purpose will always cost you comfort, but it's worth it. That's the key right there. It's worth it. Because at the end of your life, you won't regret the risks you took in faith. You'll regret the calling you ignored in comfort. I've lived that model so much in my life where I've stepped out where things are so uncomfortable, but that's how I grew. Just being honest. So I'm going to leave you with a closing verse. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, but in all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." Even when it's uncomfortable, trust him. I hope this message has touched your heart. If you know somebody that needs to hear it, share this link with them and let them hear it. This way you don't have to tell them, I will. Anyhow, I hope you have had a great day. I hope you get a nice peaceful rest tonight. And I hope tomorrow is just an amazing day for you. Know that I love you. Bye.